Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and story time. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me literally a couple days ago. I'm also using this Neutrogena Hydro Boost. Alright guys, so I don't want to say like any like specifics, so I'm not gonna say exactly where I work, but I work for a pizza company, someone who makes pizzas and delivers them. And the other day, it's kind of better, I went out for a delivery. I'm a driver, so I'm a delivery driver. And I went out for delivery and put the address in my phone. It was like 12 minutes away, and drove to this location. And we have like we should know, like, you know, if anything seems sketchy or something. But for me, like, it didn't seem sketchy. Like, they were waiting outside, but like, to me, like, you can have the app and it'll tell you when the pizza is on its way. And so I just like didn't think anything of it. I'm like, yeah, okay, they know their pizza's on their way, like blah blah blah. So I get to the house and they're like 3 teenage boys, like I would say 17 or 18, way younger than me. And so yeah, I get to the house, they're waiting outside. I pull out the pizzas, and this is where I literally have no idea what happened, because like it happened so fast and I was in shock that it happened, because it's literally pizza. But I got pizza robbed. I legit got pizza robbed. Went to this house. They gave me, like, their total was $34.80. And I always pull out the pizza out of the bag and I just hold it till they give me the money. So that's what I did. Had the pizza in one hand and I was just waiting. I said $34.80, and then they handed me money and then they booked it. And to me, I'm like, what the frick just happened? Like, it hasn't really set in yet. And then I look down and I see that they only gave me 2 5s and a 50 from Mexico. So I'm like sitting there looking in my car, like I'm in my car now, and I'm sitting there looking down at what they just gave me, and I'm like, what just happened? Like, that's literally what I said. I'm like, what just happened? So then this older man who lives in the area, he literally like seen it happen. So he came to my car and he's like, hey, did those kids just rob you? And I'm like, well, they gave me $10 and a 50 from Mexico. But he's like, well, how much did they owe? And I'm like, their total was $34.80. And he's like, and they gave you $10 and then 50 from Mexico. And I was like, yeah. Like, I was still so confused. Like, still did not know what happened. And I called my boss and I said, hey, this is what happened. I'm okay. They didn't hurt me, but this is what happened. She said, okay, come back to the store. She said, do you have the pizzas? I said, no, that's what they took. She said, okay, we'll just come back to the store and, you know, we'll call the non-emergency cop number. And I was like, okay. So I get back to the store and well, actually, when I was talking to the older gentleman, he said he's never seen those kids before. He's lived there for a long time. He's never seen those kids before. And he's like apologizing, like all kinds of stuff, right? I like take his name down and his number just in case, like we do call the cops and like anything, like just in case. So I take it and I'm like, okay, like what do I do? I get back to the store and I tell my boss what happened. There's customers in the lobby, so like people know. And then she like asks me what happened exactly. I tell her like I don't really know, like this is what happened. And she's like, okay, well, she's like, this is literally like $2 and change. So I was like freaking out, like I was still like traumatized, like I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, did this really just happen to me? So I was still like freaking out, and it was almost time for me to get off anyway, so I was like, can I please leave? She's like, yeah. She called her boss, and her boss is like, well, you shouldn't have delivered to that person anyway. You guys need to be calling all new customers. If you had called that person, you would have known that the number is unavailable and you would have never delivered it and it would have never happened. So now, because of me, which is not my fault because we don't really call new customers anyway, But now, because of my situation, we get to call all new customers, which just is a hassle for us because like it wastes more time. But overall, like, it's just better because it could have been worse. Like, I am so thankful that all they took was I'm so thankful that all they took was just the pizza. Like, it could have been my life. It could have been my car. I don't really carry any valuables on me for this reason. So, yeah. I went to work yesterday, and I was literally still, like, I didn't want to really be there. I was, like, I was just in, like, wow, that really happened to me yesterday. Like, I was just still in shock. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't, like, know how to think, really. And so, yeah, I just went through it, and I'm glad, again, like, nothing really happened. Like, that was literally it. But it could have been worse, and I'm thankful that it wasn't. But my huge problem with this is it's pizza. Like, who takes pizza from someone? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just pizza. You, like, if you wanted pizza, like, go home and ask your mom, like, Mom, can we please get pizza? But instead you, like, and the thing is like, they tried it the day before. They used a different name, a different address, same grid location, but different address, different phone number, but the same pizza. But we didn't catch it till after I had called her and told her what happened. And I hope those boys are watching. And I hope that something happens to them somehow, some way, because that's not okay. And yeah. Yep. I got pizza robbed. And then when I went back to the store, 2 of my other coworkers got there, and they were like, really, dude, that like happened to you? And I was like, yeah, like, this is what happened. And they were laughing because they thought it was funny, like, someone robbed me for pizza, but like, not really me, like, just robbed the pizza. And so they were just, it was just crazy. Like, I'm so glad, like, nothing else happened. I thank my lucky stars every day, but it did. And I hope you guys have a great day, and you take my story and you just don't do it. Like, it's one thing to call in and do a prank over the phone. It's another thing to, like, completely rob someone. Like, it's super freaking scary. And the day before they did it, when they did it to somebody else, they didn't show, like, they didn't answer. Like, they weren't there because it was a guy and they were scared. And so they just weren't there. But yeah, just be careful and don't just, you know, it's not worth it. Like, people like risked my life. Like, that could have been my life. And be safe. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and drop a comment if you guys have experienced something traumatic or something scary in your life. I'd love to read them. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye, guys.